Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to welcome you here to the Atlantic Council's 2015 Distinguished Leadership Awards Dinner. It's an honor to welcome you here to celebrate 4 individuals who exemplify the leadership, the vision, the character that today's demands and times require. Yet, even as we celebrate these individual leaders, the Atlantic Council's mission is to advance a far more ambitious form of leadership that is equal to the challenges of the times.
As you can see by the community we've gathered here tonight, the Council has never been in a position to act on its mission of working together to secure the future. As Governor Huntsman said, the mission has perhaps never been in greater jeopardy. The United States and its full range of allies and partners have more ability to shape the future than we currently exercise. And that's what the Atlantic Council is about. How do we maximize the ability that we have to shape the future? We are driven by a conviction that with a well-developed and consistently implemented global strategy, with our allies, defining America's role in the world for a new generation, we can ensure that peace, prosperity, and freedom, not violence, disorder, and repression, define the future. We'll never achieve that without the right leadership, and that's what this dinner is about. To shine a spotlight on leaders that we respect and want to honor, and to try to inspire others through their example. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani said in Washington last month, when he came to meet President Obama and speak to a joint session of Congress, quote, "Leadership is about sacrifice. Leadership is not about privilege." So perhaps that's the theme for this evening, the vigorous application of principled leadership in the face of the historic challenge.
Maryland has provided a guiding light and firm hand to the world's largest defense company. The story goes that when Marilyn was a young girl, her mom would send her to the grocery store with instructions to buy, about $7 worth of items. The catch was she only gave Marilyn $5 to spend. Pretty good early training for dealing with sequestration, I would think. From Boeing's perspective, Maryland has turned an always worthy business adversary in Lockheed Martin into an even more formidable competitor, in many cases, though, a valued partner as well. In fact, Boeing and Lockheed are taking this compete and collaborate approach to a whole new level with our joint proposal to build the next long-range strike bomber for the U.S. Air Force. Maryland has been an articulate and dogged advocate for public policies and levels of funding that will keep the United States second to none in the stars, in the skies, and on the battlefield, even during an era of gridlock and budget uncertainty here in D.C.
The challenges I've discussed tonight will only grow in the years ahead. More threats to global security, more need for international collaboration and innovation, and more demand for technical expertise. As we navigate these challenges and seize the opportunities they present, together we will shape a shared future, a better future. Our collective prosperity on both sides of the Atlantic has been and continues to be propelled by sharing ideas and technology. Together, we can leverage the spirit of partnership to foster security, innovation, and prosperity here and abroad.
So it's my pleasure to announce a new Atlantic Council initiative, Afghanistan Rising, that we hope will help President Ghani and his National Unity Government tackle this historic challenge. Our initiative, we hope, will help sustain American and international engagement in Afghanistan at exactly the moment that the drawdown of forces will tempt our nations to turn their attention elsewhere, and we've seen the consequences of that before. To help us in that task, it's my further pleasure to announce the creation of the Council's new Zalmay Khalilzad Chair on Afghanistan, made possible by a generous gift from Atlantic Council Board Director and former U.S. Ambassador to Afghanistan, Zalmay Khalilzad.
I am delighted and honored to be here today to accept this award on behalf of my father, President Ashraf Ghani. I was raised by my parents in the tradition of public service, which I know many of you also belong to. And I know how much it means to him to receive this award. I know he wishes he could be here himself to celebrate with all of you, as Fred said. But as you know, he has a rather demanding job. And I can't imagine anyone else doing it with such a remarkable balance of strength, skill, and grace.
So let me thank the Atlantic Council for giving us the opportunity to reaffirm our solidarity with the people of Afghanistan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to present the Atlantic Council's Distinguished International Leadership Award to a true statesman and a very dear friend, President Ashraf Ghani.
Afghanistan is suffered, but we are a resilient people. What we are determined to do is not to become victims of history, not to repeat history, but to overcome it, and in the process, make new history. What I consider the test is not just peace, not just prosperity, but the highest test that we in the Muslim world, frankly, have had difficulty: succession to high office through orderly process. So what I'd like to be a catalyst for is a remarkable team of young men and women, and hopefully from among them, also the first woman president of Afghanistan. Thank you and good night.
What some of you in the audience probably don't realize is we aren't just assembling co-chairs. In reality, Ambassador Huntsman, Governor Huntsman, we've just organized a choir.
Brent turned 90 years old this last March, and what we'd like to do is get everybody off their seats to join with this choir in a round of happy birthday to Brent. So if you'll join us on three, 1, 2, 3.
At every point in his career, Phil has built trust and fostered relationships in important positions of responsibility in Europe and Asia, but none more strategically important than those he has skillfully developed among his NATO partners, and particularly in the very last year that has been so difficult with all of the new challenges, the re-emerging challenges that are facing the alliance today.
This is a Russia that recognizes strength and sees weakness as an opportunity. This strategic competition requires a new mindset and a new approach. The U.S. and NATO must adapt, and I'm happy to report that we are. I'm very proud to be here. I thank you for this award and for all you do for the Transatlantic Alliance. On behalf of all those who serve, our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, civilians, and families, yes, our families, on behalf of all of them, I thank you for all you do.
His patriotic songs reflect his deep appreciation for our men and women in uniform, past and present, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, American Soldier, which he will perform tonight, and my personal favorite, Call a Marine. So he's here tonight to receive an award which celebrates Toby Keith, the leader, Toby Keith, the artist, and Toby Keith, the man whose music and values are an inspiration to all of us here tonight, an inspiration to our military community, and to tens of thousands of fans around the globe.
I'm very humbled and honored to be here tonight. I'm honored to welcome to the stage with me 12 remarkable individuals who embody the bravery and character that I so admire across the United States military. They represent all 4 military branches and the thousands of American men and women who are serving around the world. Please join me in thanking them for their service.